Tristan Weir has become a member.
Okay, guys, good evening and welcome to this special late night event of Faraday Future Intelligent Electric. No surprise, really. We have some surprises tonight, of course. We've got a last minute, we're not showing financials to the company have said. We'll come on to that in a minute. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Not a very good night for those that are gambling on the stock. It's going to zero, as we've said. I'm wearing a red jacket because I'm trying to do my best to emphasize the fact that I believe it's going to zero. Of course, the stock's going to zero. There's no value here, but we're going to learn today from the CEO. The last time we had the CEO on the show, we covered the earnings. We've covered it many times. They famously have always said, we're not trying to sell cars, we're trying to build brands. I wouldn't be surprised if they're behind this whole thing tonight. They've got the money to dump it. We've seen insiders dumping their positions. We've got people creating nonsense online on Reddit channels telling everybody everyone's going to get rich in 5 minutes. Well, that really isn't the case at all. And now you're all seeing it go down the toilet. It's a great shame. Someone in the chat, in fact, several people in the chat tonight said, when are you going to cover some real stocks? I've covered over 200 stocks now and full reviews, 12 hours a day. But you never join me for the Apple earnings, the Amazon earnings. I talk every day about the S&P 500. It's the only thing I invest in. But you join me for this. So it's crazy, really. Why do I only cover penny stocks? I don't. It doesn't even make up 5% of what I talk about. But it's what you want to see and you gamble on it. And we've done our very, very best to prepare you for tonight. Anyway, we've got Sensei here in the chat. So we're going to go over now to our interview screen. We've got Sensei with us this evening, live in the show. It's wonderful to have you, Sensei. I think you're on mute. Oh, there you are. Great. Sensei Crypto, good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening, Martin. Thank you for having me on the show. It's a late night here in the UK. It's just hit midnight, but I'm happy to be here to show the chart perspective, my thoughts on the stock, and listening into the earnings call.
Thank you, Sensei, for joining us. It's going to be a very late night for you, of course. The earnings call hasn't begun yet. We're just building up, but we want to prepare everyone, give everyone the best possible chance to make money. And then we want to be absolutely clear, because me and Sensei have two very different positions here. So I'll let Sensei tell you about his position in a few moments, but I am not in the stock at all. 100% of my portfolio is in the S&P, always has, always will be, because I'm here as media. I interview CEOs. I'm trying to get the CEO of FFIE on the phone to join us tonight. Afterwards, I've been working on that today. I interview many CEOs, so I want to be media. I don't want to own anything and pump and dump it, but I am fully invested. I started with $5,000, and as you can see, I'm now up to $88,944. No options, no shorts, just buying the S&P. So you know I'm 100% honest, transparent. If I share with you my position, you can see there that this is my entire position, 99.98. The reason why there's a little bit point something there, because I win shares of Apple when you become, I refer Robin Hood, whatever. But I'm fully invested, not in the stock tonight. I'm not here to pump it for my own benefit. I'm not here to dump it. I don't short the stock. I'm not in it. No one connected with me is in it at all, 100%. I'm here to help people. I love helping people. That's why I'm here. So I just want you to be fully aware of that. And we've been live since 6:30 this morning. So we're just 12 hours now. We've been live, and we're going to be alive for another 2-3 hours yet. So it'll be like a 15-hour day. And be absolutely clear, from the live streams, I'm lucky if I make a few bucks a show. I mean, like $2 or $3. It's not about that for me. I make money from videos. I make money from super chats. I make money from memberships. I don't make money from live streams. I just want to be here to help people because my members are my priority. And that's all I care about. Now, Sensei has a different approach. Sensei is currently trading. And perhaps, Sensei, you might like to tell people about your position tonight.
Yes, I would. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, so I came into this channel mainly for the cryptocurrency aspect. I do love my cryptos, and I do think having a voice for crypto is always nice. But along with that, I've learned a lot of trading. I've been trading crypto for about 5-6 years now with quite good success, and those skills can be transferred over to the stock market. At the end of the day, it is all about market sentiment, people's sentiment. The charts, the buy zones, the risk management, and FFIE has caught my attention. A lot of people like to hear about FFIE, so I like to give my opinions on FFIE. And currently, I've actually got a position in FFIE. If I can bring that up on the screen.
Sensei,
Charts
you've got
my buy-in zones.
You're all good now. There was no audio for a second, but you're fine. It was that exchange. You know how that works.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Martyn?
Yep, you just paused there for a moment.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just going to pull up the screen with my position on FFIE. I am currently invested in FFIE. It's a very, very small position. I just want to stress that this is not an investment for me. This is I've enjoyed the content of FFIE. I enjoy the so-called movement of FFIE. I want to be part of it, and I like to have a little gamble here and there. So this is not me telling anyone to buy FFIE, but I have got my first buy-in zone was at $1. It was a limit order. And is currently obviously $104. And throughout the show, I might be picking some more up at different levels. It is only for entertainment purposes only. It does make it a bit more entertaining buying FFIE, and I do enjoy it. So I am part of the FFIE community. I am buying in, and I am enjoying it. But it's very much an enjoyment for me. It is not an investment. I am prepared to lose it all. Of course, it's only $100 here, but I might be adding to this as the night goes on.
Fantastic. Now, Sensei is here because my role on the show is not only to entertain, but it's to go live every day, up to 12 hours a day. And I spend my life making friends with the people at the top. As you know, I live in the Dallas area, and I go out and do house parties as the World Piano Man. Mark Cuban's house, Jerry Jones' Halloween party, the Goldmine family the other day, we talked about that. And I make friends with the people, the CEOs, people at the top. And people often say on Reddit that Martyn is all Wall Street and all the rest of it. He's the sort of people we're trying to beat and all the rest of it. I'm just one of the people, guys. I'm one of you. As I am. This is my real name, but I do want to associate myself with the best people because I want to surround myself with influential, powerful, rich, successful people, because I believe, and always have done, you become the people that you associate with. So I don't apologize for wanting to rub shoulders with those at the top that run these companies, because I can then bring them onto the show, unbiased, not in the stock, and talk about the company. So my members, is what I care about. It's the members that fund the shows, can learn about the stocks, make investments and make money. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm here, to help people make money, not gamble. The other people will do that online, and people do that on Reddit and places like that. I'm here to help people. So I do associate myself with those people. But as far as saying I've heard such crazy things that I've got friends in the Illuminati, Can you believe all this, Sensei? The stuff that I've been reading on Reddit the last few days. It's absolutely crazy, but I have no problem with making friends, the people that run Wall Street. That suits me, and the people that run the company. Anyway, so, what you like about me, but I'm here to help people live 12 hours a day, and that's what we're all about. Now, Sensei's role, on the other hand, is he's all about the charts and the positions, and he's our crypto expert and all the rest of it. And that's what Sensei's job is, to give you the buy zones, the sell zones. And if you ask our members, people will tell you that our members don't lose money like most people do who are not members to our show, because we're here for those people. The members are the ones that support the live shows. Without the members, we wouldn't be here 12 hours a day. It's because of them that we're able to go live. So, I want to go bed at night. At the end of today's show, I want my wife to say, Martyn, you did a good thing. You help people. You made people money.
Jin Young has become a member.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you ever so much for joining the family. So that's Sensei's role. That's what Sensei does. He'll give you the charts. Now, very shortly, we'll be going live to the earnings. Now, we've got a bit of a surprise for you. You may already know this. You may have already heard. But for those of you that haven't heard, Sensei, would you let everybody know what we've just found out about tonight's earnings?
Yeah, of course. And just before we get into that, I've just seen we've got 350 people watching and around 50 likes. So if everyone could just take a moment to hit that like button. Martyn has been live literally all day preparing for this live stream, bringing you all the information. And prior to us getting prior to us going live, so he has put a lot of effort into this. So it would just take 1 minute to hit that like button, and I think we can get to 100 likes very quickly. And I see a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you, Sensei. Before I know you were just about then to go over to the news of what we're talking about. Just before we do that then, as you've done that, let's have some fun with this, because whether you're shorting the stock, trying to bring it down, or you're buying the stock, trying to take it up, whatever your role is, let's have some fun with that now, and let's really do it. So just before I do what I want to do, we've got a few members just come in tonight, and there's lots of perks and benefits that you get. Our members tell me they get 20 times back what they put in, and that's my aim all the time. So I've got a little video here, a little link for you. I'm going to give it to you, and it tells you all the pros and all the things, pros and cons, not the pros and cons, but all the things that you get as a member. So sometime, tonight, tomorrow, watch this, and this will allow you then, once you've watched it, you will know how to get your benefits. You'll know how to get your free song on the Friday concert. As the World Piano Man, you can get some free music. You can also get a fundraiser, a special event. You can ask me to review a stock. I will do a full up to an hour review of a stock. I will do earnings for you. There's lots of things that you get. You get access to Discord. We provide free training. You don't pay for it. It's free with Ed Nevius, how to scalp trade. You can talk to Sensei in the Discord channel about his positions on crypto. And I've done very well. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you for your crypto advice. My crypto chart is doing great. My Coinbase and my Ledger, thanks to you and all the members, is brilliant without any stress or risk, drama. I own Bitcoin at 15,000, and you can imagine I'm really very happy. So you can access all of that. But in that video, it will tell you how to get all those perks and benefits. There's too many to explain. So bloody hell, we're busy tonight with the subscribers, right? We're gaining 1,000 subscribers a week, and tonight it's going to be probably 2,000 this week. We've only been going nearly 3 years. Anyway, so before Sensei gives you that news, my God, this is crazy what's going on. I might have to mute that in a minute if it does it too much. We've never had to mute the subscribers, but we might have to tonight. Otherwise, Sensei is just going to be constantly bombarded by it. So let's have some fun. If we can get 100 people to like the video tonight, YouTube will start to suggest it out. And if they suggest it out, then it becomes a real battle tonight between the shorters.
Past 100, Martyn.
Have we already? Oh, in that case, then, sod it. We'll get 200 then. But the 100 is the number that we need to get YouTube to start suggesting the video. So let's have some fun, all right? Here we go. We'll do this for 1 minute. 1 minute, and I'll come back to Sensei. So here we go. Let's do this. Let's try and get to 200 then and get YouTube to suggest this out. So it's a battle tonight between the shorters, the gamblers, the investors, and I'm in between doing nothing. I've got to be honest. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole, but I've been saying that all week. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it.
The year is 1991.
Let's see how many we can get. So we are on 351 right now. 351 watching. We got 10 likes. Let me refresh it. All right, we're now on 127. All right, fantastic. 127. Now, the biggest show we ever had was Virgin Galactic. 23,000 live viewers. It was the biggest live stream for Virgin Galactic in the world on a YouTube channel. More than Virgin Galactic, more than Sky News, more than CNBC, more than anyone on their YouTube. Not their TV channels, their YouTube channel. We had the biggest audience. That was 23,000. I don't think we can beat that. It was a normal flight, but you never know. All right, we've got 349 watching right now. Are you ready? Let's refresh it again. Sensei. I'll replay that in a minute. You can't quite hear it because of the music. 127 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going for 200 if we can get that. I mean, we've already got enough, but 200 would be incredible. 150. I'll go one more time and then we'll come back to Sensei. We've got the earnings about to begin, so we don't want to miss that, of course. That's why we're all here. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We want 200. We're now up to 150. 155. We'll do it one more time. Let's make 160 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And one. Did we go down? Oh, there we go. 155. That will do. Thank you ever so much indeed, everyone, for having some fun with us with that. All right, great stuff. Now then, as you did see there, during that, there was somebody who did a super chat, and I missed it. And we cannot have that. If anyone does a super chat, we have to respect that. So recent events. Let me just see. It just came in a second ago. Let's have a look. Jay Long, here it is. This happened a minute ago. Let me just replay this. Here we go.
Jay Long donated $1.99 through a super chat. Thank you, Sensei and Martyn, for being here.
It's our greatest pleasure. We love it. So Sensei, on the note that we just talked about, that you're in the stock, you have some news about FFIE. The earnings is coming up in a few minutes, but Sensei's just found this out a few minutes ago. Please share with us what you've just learned, Sensei.
Yeah, so unfortunately it's not the best news. It is actually quite Faraday Future's FFIE's website. You go on the news section, you can see that the Faraday Future receives an anticipated letter from NASDAQ regarding its Form 10K. Once you look at the form here, it's basically saying, to zoom in for you guys, Faraday Future Intelligent Electric, a California-based global shared intelligent electric mobility ecosystem company. That's a big explanation for the company. It has announced that it has received written notice from the NASDAQ stock market indicating that the company's failure to timely file the quarterly report on Form 10K for the period ending March 31st, 2024 could serve as an additional basis for the delisting of the company's security from NASDAQ under NASDAQ Listing Rule 5250. As previously disclosed, the company requested a hearing before NASDAQ hearing panel, at which the company will present its plan to file the Form 10K as well as its plan to remedy the stock price deficiency. Although the company's request for further stay remains outstanding with NASDAQ, the company expects its securities to continue to trade on NASDAQ in the normal course during its pendency of the hearing process. So essentially what they've done is they haven't filed their financial report. It doesn't seem like we have that. It's going to be interesting what they say about that on the earnings call. It is just good news because not only were they being delisted for going under $1, they now have another reason why they are in trouble with NASDAQ, because they didn't file their financial report in a timely manner. So that, unfortunately, now that's two things. We were getting to the point where on Friday morning, if the price of the stock stays above $1, it would be very bullish news for the stock, because that would give them a much longer period to be trading on the NASDAQ, and it would sort of invalidate the rule of being delisted for about 180 days, I believe. So that was going to be good news on Friday if we stayed above $1, but now we've got this bad news where this is no fault of their own. This is their fault. This is the company's fault for not releasing their financial statements in a timely manner. So unfortunately, that news has come out, which is what I believe has pushed the stock price under that $1. Thankfully, we're back up above $1. We do need to see it above $1, and I'll get more into the charts later. But yeah, that's the news that's just come out in the last sort of half an hour.
Yeah, thank you, Sensei. And someone just asked what the short interest currently is, 85.71. I've covered the earnings for FFIE, I think, 4 or 5 times. Now, people sometimes say to me, and I've had people say, the people that are on Reddit and StockTwits who come in the channel and, troll and say all kinds of silly stuff to me, they say, I don't care about the balance sheet. I don't care about the numbers. It's not important. I'm just here to make money. Okay, that's fine. You're not going to make money if you're just guessing blindly, walking into a Russian roulette wheel. You want to know what's going on. I've covered the earnings several times, and I have never in my life had such contempt to and from the board to the investors. On one of the earning calls, the CEO said, and it was the tone in his voice that was quite somewhat off-putting for an investor, at least, because at that time, people, and I myself was in the stock, I was buying it as an investment. And he turned around and said, because people from, I think, Bank of America, Wells Fargo had phoned in and they were asking, what's the sales, what's this, what's that? And the CEO turned around and said, we're not trying to sell cars at the moment, we're trying to build a brand. And I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. You cannot take money from the public to fund your business and then turn around to them and say, we're not trying to sell cars or make any money. We're just trying to build a brand. Okay, well, that's the most ridiculous statement that anyone can say to any investor. We're not trying to make any money. We're just what? So I'm just going to give you my money and you're just going to play around with it. And if I'm lucky, you'll build a fancy brand and a fancy badge and I'm supposed to get excited. No, I want to know when I'm going to get my money back and I'm going to at least make a profit, of some description. So when they said that, I realized, okay, this is the sort of company we were. We replaced the CEO. The new CEO came in. There was issues there. Then they got the eviction about being thrown out of the premises. And if I share with you, and I know most of you are here tonight, don't care about the numbers and the balance sheet. You won't find a worse balance sheet. I mean, look at the revenue. Look at the revenue. I earned more than this when I was running my theatre company. I mean, it was me and 30 people running a theatre company. I was earning more than this. We've not even had. When was this? This was an estimate in March 30th. I mean, we're just getting estimates. March 30th, that was an estimate. We just got estimates. We got guessing. We got nothing. We got zero. The margins are zero. Everything is zero. The profitability is 15. The solvency is 26. There's absolutely nothing to it at all. And it's scary to think. It's scary to think that this stock had died. Sensei, this stock was at 2 cents. And then Roaring Kitty posted a cartoon image and the whole world changed overnight. GameStop went crazy. People went, right, what other meme stock are we going to pump? And in fact, I said to Leah, my wife, I don't feel sorry for people that lost money on this. I don't. Because if you are buying a stock because someone puts a cartoon picture out, and that's enough for you to get excited and then buy a stock which isn't even worth 2 cents and you paid that was its current value. And then it went to whatever it was. I forget the price it went up to. And then everyone's telling you to hold on because you're all going to get rich. 4 cents. Thank you, Eric Woods. Eric Woods has corrected me. Thank you very much. 4 cents. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can't help people sometimes. And I'm going live every day, making videos going, there's no value to this. The CEO doesn't care. And people were saying to me that, yeah, I don't care about the business. It's just an opportunity to pump the stock. Well, that's all very well and good. But the people on Reddit telling you to follow me, do what I'm doing, are the very ones who are going to dump it on you. Because you can't all get rich. You can't all just hold it forever at the top. You're all going to dump it on each other and there's no value to hold it up. It's just going to go straight down to zero. So tonight, my guess, I do have friends on Instagram and X who speak to me from these companies. I do speak to CEOs. I get a little bit of a word on the street, what's going on. My guess, and this is only a guess of what I have felt on the street, if you like. My guess is what we had a week or so ago when all these stocks went crazy, bearing in mind Roaring Kitty didn't even go live. He didn't even put himself on video and say, here I am. Just put out a picture. People went berserk over absolutely nothing. I think Faraday Future saw it as an opportunity to get out, make some money. Tonight we're going to get an all over the place earnings. I mean, they've probably got security guards at the door because people are going to want to get in and go, where's my money? I mean, tonight is going to be crazy when we hear this. It's coming up in a minute. It's going to be quite an evening. I have no idea. My prediction is they've already dumped the stock. They've already got out. None of them, the CEO's taken his money out. Everyone got out. Now, everybody who was owning this, do you know what did it go up to, Sensei? What was the peak of it? Do you remember?
I think it traded above $3. It went all the way to just under $4, so $3.90.
Right. So let's call it $4. So what's that? 40,000% from 4 cents to $4. I think it's at 40,000% or whatever. That's like 100 years of the S&P or something, like 10 lifetimes. And if you didn't take your profit then, what the hell was you waiting for? I was begging people, literally, wasn't I, on the show going, sell, take your profit. What are you doing? And people were going, no, I'm going to hold it. And here we are today. I don't know what you're waiting for. So anyway, it's unbelievable that we're in this position. And I don't know what the company are going to say. I would have thought they've all sold. They're all out. They haven't filed anything because they've got nothing to file. They don't care if the stock gets delisted because they can just go, well, I don't care. I'm just riding off into the sunset. And you'll never hear from them again. I think that this will be the last earnings we ever get from FFIE. Many people who paid $4 are going to be now going, well, I thought we were all going to get rich and you were following somebody on Reddit or a cartoon character. And I've done everything I can to help. Sensei is going to try and help you tonight trade this stock. Because we're going to get volatility throughout the earnings. There's no doubt about that. And, get out if you can with some money, but be prepared to take a loss. Better to get out with some money. Like you say, Sensei, you're in $100. Are you currently up or down on the stock?
So my average is a $1, so I guess I am up about 4%. So yeah, I mean, the reason for getting in, of course, is a bit of fun. If it squeezes, maybe there's an 100x, maybe there's a 50x, maybe there's a 10x. But more likely than not, much more likely than not, it's not going to go to $10. It's not going to go to $20. But I want to have some skin in the game. I'm here for a bit of fun. The issue I take with people following the issue I have with this stock and the people promoting this stock is that what they're doing is pretending that there's some sort of cult going on, telling people to buy, saying that we're all in this together, and people are taking that seriously, and they're putting in a significant amount of their net worth into a stock that more likely than not, like severely more likely than not, is going to go bankrupt. And this whole idea of we're in this together, diamond hands, for a stock like this, which the fundamentals are horrific and the company behind it is going bankrupt, I genuinely think it is. Having that sentiment and having those people coming out and say we're all in this together, buy, it's not going to go under $1. We've got such a strong level at under $1. We're not going to let the price go under $1, and all this sort of stuff. That is dangerous, and it's dangerous for those people that are quickly influenced. It's dangerous for those people that have sort of a gambling bone in their body where they've previously had gambling problems or they're chasing losses, and people get enticed into that, and that's not what we're here to do on the show. If you want to own this stock and you have the money you can afford to lose, then make your own decisions, but don't do it because someone else is telling you to do it. Don't do it because someone is selling you a false dream. Do it because you want to have some fun. Do it because you want to take out these hedge funds, whatever the reason is, but make sure the most important part of it is you have risk management. You can afford the money you've put in. You can afford to lose it, and you go in with the intention of you're not going to become a millionaire. There might be a chance you are, but more likely than not, this company's going bankrupt, and you have to have the risk management there. And if you're looking at your portfolio right now and you're saying, if I lose this, I'm going to have severe problems, then get out. then don't be in this stock. Don't feel like you're letting down the community. You just have to think about yourself first. I went through the whole GameStop craze. I was part of the GameStop craze. I made money, but for me to make money, lots of people lost money. I wasn't selling my shares to nobody. People were buying those shares, and people lost a lot of money back then. And it's more, the times are very different now. There's not unlimited money in the markets right now. GameStop was actually a functioning company. It had all these real estate locations. It had shops. FFIE is a dying company, and it's much harder to get a squeeze out of FFIE than it was with GameStop.
Yeah.
But there is still potential. I'm still in the stock, and if I see some more potential, I might buy some more. But don't put in more than you can afford to lose. That's my message.
Yeah, I've got people in the chat saying that why all the negativity, guys? You won't get anyone more positive than me. I am all about the positivity. I surround myself by the most successful, positive people there is. I went 1.5 years on this channel every day, all day, every day, to nobody, making no money. I knew I was going to build something here different than others. I'm not a YouTuber. I know I was saying people would laugh about that, but I'm not a YouTuber. I've performed live around the world to real people as the World Piano Man, and I know there are real people behind the camera. And when we have our meetups, we will meet real people. So, you know, I am positive. I'm just bringing you the facts, and the fact is, when you can't stuff it to Wall Street. I know Sensei was talking about it the GameStop. You cannot. You can win a battle. It's like shorters, I always say on the show. You win the battles, but you always lose the wars. Ultimately, you always lose. And it's not about me being on the side of oh, hello, we've got some information coming in from Faraday here. They've got a slideshow tonight, so they are doing something. They're not hiding behind nothing. They are providing a slideshow. So there you go. That's coming up in just half an hour. It's coming up now, so we're getting excited about it. There's going to be something here. It's going to be quite a volatile night. And during the call, we're going to share Sensei's trading positions, and we're really going to give you the chance to make some money out of this. But don't think for a minute I am not positive. I'm positive, and I don't know if you all care, but I care. What Sensei just said there was right. When you buy rubbish and you sell it at the top, most people lose money, and you shouldn't feel bad, because that's the game. It's like playing snakes and ladders. You go up the snakes, you up the ladders, down the snakes. That's the game. And this game is you buy a stock and you sell it, and everybody else ends up holding the bag, right? However, that doesn't work for me. It doesn't. And that's why I own the S&P. I own every day when I wake up, I look to see Amazon during the night sold more things, made more things, sold more cars. Apple sold more phones. Coca-Cola sold more Coca-Cola. J&J's done more hip replacements, whatever. And my businesses, my companies have made money. And I can sell the S&P at any point, make money, I always do. And I know that people are buying from me great businesses. Will it make me, am I going to get the gains that you're going to get if you buy FFIE? No. But I'm always going to achieve my goals and make my targets. I'm gonna be a millionaire live on the show from $5,000 in the next few years. You're gonna watch me do it. This is my position here. I started with $5,000 and 1.5 years on YouTube with no income, and now I've got 88,954. Never shorted a stock. And never do options, and all I'm buying is the S&P. So don't tell me you can't get rich buying the S&P. I do it because of integrity for the show, so everyone knows I'm not pumping stocks. But also I do it as a solid investment because I like buying businesses. I read balance sheets. I talk to CEOs. That's me. I know not everybody wants to do that, but that's fine. I've got my target. I want to do what I want to do, and then I want to be able to be outrageously generous, because you can be when you've made money, right? You can't if you haven't got any money. So serves no purpose to me gambling and betting my money away, hoping I'm going to get somewhere. I want to work to achieve my goals and get there, and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I've always done. So I'm trying to help people, okay? So that's what this channel's about. Anyway, we've got the earnings coming up. Let's try, before we go into the earnings, let's see if we can answer some of these questions. We are in general public mode at the moment. So what I'm going to do, just for a couple of moments, just for like 5 minutes, we're going to go members only. We'll come back public, but it's our members that keep the shows live. It's the members that provide these shows. And my members who support me every day, up to 12 hours a day for the last 3 years, they've got questions for Sensei and I. They want to know some things. So just for the next few moments, we're going to go members only. We'll come back general public, but I want to make sure that we answer all the members' questions. So if you are a member and you have a question, you now own the floor for the next 5 minutes. If we've missed your question, it's very busy tonight, come back with your question. For the next 5 minutes, me and Sensei will answer, and then we'll come back with the general public again. But I want to make sure that we've answered everybody's questions. So if you are a member now, please come into the chat, ask a question, and we will come back and answer everybody, any one of our members' questions, suggestions, ideas. You got any comments about anything, and we'll do that. Thank you, Bashfork, for your
Martyn,
subscription.
do you want to give the link to become a member, just in case anyone wants to become a member, they can always ask their questions as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So here is Alpha Spread, where I do all my reviews, including FFIE. All my members get a lifetime plan of this for free, or a premium plan with a discount, which makes my membership for free. Everything is done to be the best for the members. Friday night is the music night. If you want to join me on the show, members can have a request of a song they want. That's how to become a member. Here is our Instagram. Here is our X account, where I post my trades before I make them. Sensei's getting ready now with the chart. Here is the all links where we do our giveaways. We got our newsletter, we got prizes and all the rest of it. Here is the extra channel where we go live 12 hours a day behind the scenes. You can go into the extra channel just here, look, and you can be here with us on the extra channel where we are live 12 hours a day. I notice a lot of our members tonight are in the extra channel because they know how busy it is and they want to, hey guys, don't be shy. Look, all our members are over here. Come in. I know it's busy tonight, but come on in. It's members only now, just for a few minutes, and you can get all your questions answered. So just come in just for a second and we'll do that. I think I've given everybody the links there. All right. So anyway, let's come back to the main chart, main position. Let's have a look at Faraday's presentation. Here it is. Let me just reload it. Make sure we've got it. Yep, it's all looking good. So here we go. Okay, we got our first question now from one of our members. FFIE. I'll put all the questions as well on the screen. Here we go. FFIE going to $1.12. Says cedar trees. That's what do you think that, Sensei? Do you agree with that? Cedar Trees thinks it's going to $1.12. Have you got any evidence to support that?
Yeah, I think there is I do think it will go back to 112. There's been this whole buy limit order, buy wall. The thing that everyone's talking about on Reddit, for example, is keeping the price above $1, and there is some evidence to back that up. I have seen all the limit orders at $1. What I was looking at now was, obviously we've dropped below $1 in the last 4 hours. Quite in the last couple hours, we went all the way down to 90 cents. My concern is a lot of those limit orders have now been filled. There is not too much left to hold it above $1. And people's limit orders have been filled. So that buy wall at $1, it doesn't really exist unless people start putting their buys back at $1. That's where my buy order was at $1. And now it's up 7% because obviously there was a limit limit order buys set up there. And previously, if you saw our chart on Sunday night, we had our limit orders around 90 cents, $1, and we rode that all the way up to $2. So that was 100% gain. And I'm trying to look for a similar trade now. I do believe it can go a bit higher, maybe push it up to 120. But my concern is when it comes back down to this $1 level, which it may do during this earnings call if they don't provide any clarity on what's going on. If it comes back to $1, it's probably going to go below $1 quicker, faster, and harder. It will probably come down to maybe even levels we haven't seen since last week, to maybe 70 cents. So do be prepared for that. I might be putting my next limit order in on Robinhood. In fact, I'll do that right now. I'll go in, I'll put my limit order in at 171, and I'll be buying. I know it's not much, it's just for the premise of trading and getting in. So I'll put about 200 shares at that price there, at 175 as a limit order. Oh, that's my email. Then feel free to email me, but I'm going to have to give me a second to put my password in. But yeah,
that happens
I'll
to me all the time, Sensei. Don't worry.
No, don't worry about it. But yeah, I think my next buy level is going to be that sort of that area there at 171, and I'll see the price action. I might buy in a little bit before then as well.
All right. I don't think we've got any more. Oh, there we go. Another question. I think all our members were behind the live stream. Now, guys, if you are behind the live stream, I wonder why it was a bit quiet for our members. Let me give you a little tip here. If you go below the video, many of you forget this. If you're watching, we've been live all day. So see how it's gray? That means you're behind the stream. Click the live button. You are now 30 seconds behind the stream. If you now click the cogs here and go playback speed and 2 speed, you'll come up within 5 seconds of me. If you're watching, we've been live all day. So see how it's grey? That means you're behind the stream. Click the like button. You're now 30 seconds behind the stream. If you now click the cogs, and now you're all the way up to date. So if you are behind, here come all our members. We will go back to the general public in just a moment. So please bear with us. Just giving our members the opportunity. If it wasn't for the members, guys, we wouldn't be here. Is FFIE a 24-hour market? Yes. It is. That's why we covered it tonight. It's a 24-hour market on Robinhood. So very, very quickly, that's very, very important that if you are with me and you want to get a solid gold credit card from Robinhood worth $2,000, here is the link. If you use my link, I only need 2 more people. We got another member.
Elijah has become a member.
Thank you, Elijah. If you click this link here, you can use my referral, and then if you share this, you too can get a $2,000 solid gold credit card. You do need to become a gold member. I'm a gold member on Robinhood. It's worth it. It's only $5 a month for me because I trade and I invest. It's worth it. If, however, you are in the USA and you'd like some free shares on Robinhood, you don't want gold, click this button here. There you go. And you get some free shares and I get some free shares because tonight FFIE is trading 24/7. It's after hours. In a minute when the bell when the after hours ends at 7 p.m., which is in 20 minutes, it'll carry on trading unless they've now delisted it, of course. But I've been doing that. Not trading it, but watching it. If you are in the UK, I have a UK Robinhood account as well. There is the UK. Again, I get free shares, you get free shares. Everybody wins. Take advantage of that if you want that, okay? All right, okay. Let me answer the questions. Let me come back to Sensei then as well.
Yeah, let me quickly clarify one thing. I haven't been trading in front of 400 people in a while. I said 171.
I wonder why you said that.
Yeah,
you meant 71, didn't you?
Yeah, 171 would be a price I wouldn't want to pay for the stock.
Yeah.
What I'm actually meant by that was 71, but I'm going to change it to 72. So my limit price order, I can show you back on the screen now, is actually 7 at 200 shares, and I want that to expire whenever because I'll keep a good look on top of it. So I'm going to put that through. And I'll buy that, and so that's been queued up. And I'll quickly do a quick buy because I've heard a lot of people have been saying if you do a limit order way above where the price is, so 120, and you buy a few shares, that is good for the short. That is good to go against the short sellers, and it's worth buying. It's as if you're buying.
Well, I want to.
No, not, but I'm just doing. People here.
Yeah, I want to warn people against that, all right? Because let's be clear. In this volatile market we're going to get tonight, stocks are moving very quickly. You just can't see them, folks, right? The stock is going like this, really, really fast, really, really quickly, all over the place tonight, right? So if you do And I always recommend setting a limit order a little bit above what you want to make sure you get it if you really want it. But that's when you're investing and buying something you want to own. If tonight you are desperate to get out of the stock and you want to get some money out, don't put 20 cents above, because you might end up paying that because it will move so bloody quick. That's where it will settle. And also, bearing in mind, stop trail orders stopped working a couple of hours ago when the bell went, and they don't work after overnight either. You've only got, this is where people are going to get really stuffed tonight. I can see this happening. When Sensei, I know I'm going to get messages tomorrow. When we get to 7 o'clock, we go into the overnight hours. The overnight hours is a lot more volatile. Things can move very quickly. I love overnight hours because I'm an investor, and I set 10% drops on the S&P. I used to set 10% drops on Apple, 10% drops on Amazon, because I was in with the company. But if I could get a 10% drop during the night, then why not? So I would set limit orders 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 5 days a week, of course, to be able to buy, the S&P or Amazon or Microsoft or Google, great companies. And you can wake up in the morning and suddenly find yourself with a 10%, discount and it go through. If you are doing that with this stock, because it's so volatile, it's going to be moving so much after 7 o'clock tonight, you might end up paying a lot more than you want. So just bear that in mind. Don't think, I can, whatever. I would rather be concerned about your trades and stuffing it to the shorters. Trust me, they don't really care.
Thank you, Martyn. I'm very glad we have a sensible person here to guide us all.
Let's not be sensible. Let's just try and rip everybody off. I mean,
yeah, what Martyn's saying is very true. The reason I'm doing it is because, as I've said, I don't care if I lose this money. I'd love to make money from it. I'd love to make a 10x, 15x. But as I've said, I'm just trying to show you when you don't care about it. Here we go. Oh, Hector. Thank you, Hector.
Hector donated $1 through a super chat.
I'm just doing it because I'm sure a lot of people want to see these hedge funds go down. It's most likely not going to happen, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't recommend you do it because
listen, guys. If anybody is really sitting here tonight and their focus is how do I bring the hedge funds down, your best approach would be start working, build a business, build it and become public, make friends with the people that run Wall Street and beat them at their own game. Don't sit in your back bedroom in your mum's house on your Robinhood app thinking, I'm on Reddit and I can bring the world to an end. You can't. You're not going to win. That's not how the world was invented. It's not going to work that way. It just doesn't work, right? When Robinhood got slammed for bringing the drawbridge down and stopping the trading during GameStop, it's what every responsible broker in the world did. Every bank does the same thing. When you go into a bank and you put $10 in a bank, it lends your money out 10 times. If everybody tried to get their money out of the bank at the same time, they wouldn't be able to. Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Of course it is. They lend your money out 10 times over and then they charge you 10% to borrow it back. It's ridiculous, right? But that's the way the world is. So play the game and win at the game. Don't try and think, I can beat the bank or I can beat, because you'll end up losing. 95% of you are going to lose tonight. That's just statistically, a fact. Why do you think the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer? If you want to be successful, focus on you, how you can make money with yourself, and then invest. What I do is I invest everything I earn. Everything, and I spend what's left, which is hardly anything. I don't spend money, right? I invest, and I own my own house. I own my own car. I've got no car. In fact, I don't own a car. Sorry, I've got no car loan. And I'm investing now, and I'm going to be a millionaire live on the show in front of everybody in the next few years from $5,000, no doubt about it. And I'm happy with that. So should everybody else be. So don't try and get rich in 5 minutes. What are you going to do with it if you get rich in 5 minutes? Seriously, think about that. Think about the game of chess. If you suddenly earned $1 million, what would you do with it?
Every
sell
single
it? Pay
person
tax?
I've
What are you going to do with it?
every single person I've known, and I've met a lot of traders, especially in 2020, who made thousands and hundreds of thousands of pounds within days. That money was gone quicker than they made it. So yeah, I completely, I completely relate to what you say about if you make money quickly, you're going to lose it quickly, or you're not going to make wise financial decisions.
Because there's no value in it. I've spoken to people who message me saying I made all this money on this stock and then I invested it in something else. The next time it didn't work out because they didn't learn anything. They learned how to win, and then now they don't know how to lose, and they lost all their money, and now they can't pay their tax bill for the capital gains they made on the first trade, and then they end up going like bankrupt. They have to like sell the house to pay the capital gains tax. I've had people tell me that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, people do what they do, and it is what it is. It's going to be in a very eventful evening. We got 509 people watching us live tonight. It's a very explosive evening. Anyway, I think we've answered all the questions. 200 investment isn't taking down Wall Street. The trouble is, Cedar, it's not just you. It's tens of thousands like you who think it makes a difference. Can we just remind ourselves? About 3 or 4 days ago, there was a guy, I made a video about on GameStop. There was a guy who came on who said he got behind, he said, I want to run for election. Become the next president. Well, we all know it's either going to be Donald Trump or Joe Biden. It's not going to be a third person. We know it's one of those two. And this person came on near me down in Texas somewhere and said, it's like a popularity contest. Hey, boys, right? I'm going to back the GameStop thing and we're going to stuff it to Wall Street. And if you vote for me, I'm going to buy $24,000 worth of GameStop. I nearly wet myself when I heard that. I thought that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, right? And I did a poll and I said, how many of you can be bought? And people said, yeah. It was like 85%. People said, yeah. If he backs GameStop, I'll vote for him. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't vote for him. You'd forget about it in 3 minutes. And his $24,000 isn't going to do anything. Now, I've currently got $88,000 plus about $80,000 in margin. So I've got $160,000, right? So if I buy tonight $160,000 worth of FFIE, right, to stuff it to Wall Street and to stuff it to everybody else, are you all going to vote for me and I'll become the Prime Minister of England, right? First of all, it's ridiculous, and I wouldn't lower myself to say such a stupid thing. Second of all, it's going to make no difference to stock whatsoever. And if it did move it, which it wouldn't, the first thing that people do who work at FFIE would be, thank you, Martyn, I'm going to dump that. We're going to dump the stock now and take your money down again. It's so ridiculous, but people bought into it and went, all right then, I'm up for that. And then that's the sort of thing we're talking about. Anyway, we're a few minutes ago. It's now time for the charts. It's now time for Sensei to get you ready. I'm going to listen in because you learn nothing from talking. And so far, I've been talking for like 12 hours since 6 o'clock this morning. I want to listen in now to Faraday Future's earnings. This is the earnings. I'm going to listen to every word they say and every word they don't say and dissect it all and all the rest of it. And that's what this is all about. And it all begins in just a couple of minutes. Let me make sure the audio is coming through all right. Yep. The audio's good. We're all set. The earnings is about to begin. It's going to be the most controversial earnings I've ever heard in my life. What they're going to say to us, God only knows. So Sensei, it's over to you. You've got about 8 minutes. Has everyone subscribed to the channel and tapped the like button? I hope you all have. We are live 12 hours a day. After this, we'll be, of course, live in our extra channel where we are live 12 hours a day, all day long, so you can talk to each other, share information. We make it so it's members only. It's only 99 cents. But that way, we don't get bots and scammers and people like that coming in. And there's the link for the extra channel. I've just dropped it in the chat so you can, if you want to become a member and you want to talk to investors and you want to find out what's going on, really what's going on, then you can over there. But now I'm going to hand you over to Sensei as we've got 7 minutes to go because everybody wants to make money and everybody's ready. So I'm going to hand you now to Sensei. Sensei, take it away, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. Just going to say, should we put it back on just before the earnings start? See if there's any other questions from the we've seen. Is there any other members' questions we haven't answered?
Yes. Let me go back general public again. Because we're in members now. We've answered all the members' questions. We're now going to go back to just subscribers now. So if you are a subscriber, you can ask a question. So fire away. If you've got a question for Sensei, first come, first serve. We are now in general public. Sensei will tell you where the support lines are, where the trends and all the rest of it, the buy zones, the sell zones. As it starts to move, when they start to speak, you can make your move. So we are now in general public. Fire away. You've got 5 minutes before the earnings begins, and we'll keep going in and out of Sensei. We'll be listening in, but you'll have everything you need from Sensei now. Sensei, take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. So looking at the chart now, as we've said, it dipped below that $1. A lot of orders were filled. That $1 level was very key to be set there, so the price doesn't go under $1 and that we stay trading above $1 for the whole 10 consecutive days or 10 consecutive trading days, and that would have been by the close of Thursday. We did drop below $1, and the only issue with that is, of course, this is after hours. It doesn't matter because it's during it's where the daily candle closes.
Sensei, I'll just keep jumping in. I don't hate Reddit. I'm just warning people of the false information. I've never said I hate anyone. I'm just trying to protect people. Sensei?
Yeah, so that $1 level has been breached. All those limit orders have been filled. So we went all the way down to 90 cents, just below 90 cents. So that's the issue. If this earnings doesn't go well, if there's not good news, the price, once it hits $1 next time, it's going to have a much more dramatic fall to the downside. At the next sort of buying level for myself, we've already made money from this $1 level twice. One was last week on Friday where we rode up to $2, and one was today where I bought at around $1 and now it's up 15%. If it drops back below, my next buy order is at this low of on Monday, the 20th of May, where we dropped all the way to around 72 cents. And that's where I've put my limit order. That's where I'm buying. Again, and none of this is financial advice. Right now, we are at some resistance level. We are at a few moving averages highlighted by this box, and the 78% retrace level from a high to low is at $1.18. So if we breach $1.18, then we can continue higher, and maybe we start seeing $1.25 level back in play during the earnings call. It really depends what they're going to say, and that's why in about 3 minutes we're going to be listening into the earnings call and seeing what the sentiment is. If it goes down, if it's bad, if it goes to $1 again, be very careful. It will probably drop much faster than it did earlier. If it's good news and we breach $1.18, then I start looking at $1.25. We are sort of at resistance right now. There is not a trade to be taken right now. And I'm not even going to suggest shorting the stock, otherwise the whole chat will would absolutely hate that. So we're just in the middle of no man's land now. I've got my buys at $1. They've already gone through. My next buy is at 71 cents if that ever comes around, and we might hit 125 in today's earnings. And the key thing here is to hold above $1 for the next 2 days. So this earnings call is going to be very important. So please do listen into the whole thing. We'll be answering your questions throughout. And if you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I'll keep you up to date with the charts. Right now it's pumping very nicely. We're back at 116. It's as if the crash never happened. So
just gone green.
We are going green, yes.
Carry on, Sensei. We've got 2 minutes. They won't be on time. They're always a few minutes late, and I don't mean that against. I don't mean that against them. Everybody is late, normally a couple of minutes. There's a couple of companies that are very reliable, but most people are a couple of minutes late. I don't expect them to be precisely on time, so don't be surprised if we have to wait a couple of minutes. So carry on, Sensei. They need to speak to. They need to hear from you.
I'm going to have a look at some of the comments. I mean, right now the price is about 117, so it's actually flat, which is very nice to see. Us heading up, we're heading resistance level now of 118, and let's see how we react there. Some people are saying, do I keep holding till tomorrow? that is not for me to say. That is for you to look at your financials and say, can I afford to hold the stock, and what if it goes to zero? Because you need to plan for worst case scenario. And unfortunately, the worst case scenario is pretty likely. So do plan for that. Someone's just said, how do I become a member? So Martyn, if you can put that link in, the membership is, you get so much out of the membership. I started off as a member, and the perks, I am still a member, but the perks are unbelievably great. They do outweigh the couple dollars a month. And of course, tonight you would have the priority, so we will answer your questions first. Radiant Smile says, shall I buy 10,000 FFIE? Radiant Smile, that is again up to you. It's a risk to reward situation. If they come out and give some really good news that it is 85% shorted, you can suddenly get a squeeze. You might hit $5, you might hit $10, but remember, it's more likely going to go bankrupt. What we know, the facts are that this company is not performing well. And some point within the next few months, year, is most likely going bankrupt. So that's up to you. Make your own decisions. The short interest is around 85%, one of the highest on the market currently. Is the membership worth it? Definitely worth it. I can't say enough good things about the membership. It is. So you can watch the video and see all the perks as well. So that's Jay Long there. Definitely worth it. Otherwise, our streams, where Martyn does a normal stream, where we have our normal viewers, you look at the chat, every single person is a member. This is it's a one-off occasion where this stock brings a lot of hype, and we cover these earnings calls for every single stock. Martyn does it. I say we, but it's always Martyn. He does it for every single stock that the members request. So when you tune into those, you always see everyone's a member, and everyone wouldn't be a member if it wasn't worth it. Yes, Radiant Smile, the short interest is 85%. We are in after hours, yes, and the earnings call is due to
We are in overnight hours now. Overnight hours.
Sorry, we are in overnight hours. iSense says, in your opinion, do you think H-Gas will be the next FFIE? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that. If you become a member, I can have a look at that for you. Thanks, Martyn, for this.
Carry on, Sensei. We're listening in. We're just waiting for the call to start. We are now a minute late, and I'm listening in. Carry on.
I made 130. I'm dumping. That's what's going to happen. People are going to make money, and they're going to dump on you. So don't think that you're all in this together. Everyone's in this for themselves, and that's the way you should do it. So don't think that because someone's saying they're not going to sell.
Apart from me, I want to point that out.
Radiant Smile says, don't FOMO. Of course, don't FOMO. It looks closed. I see no overnight hours, says one of our members. I'm not sure about that. I have just filled an order, so
yeah, there is overnight hours.
There is overnight hours.
Most certainly is. Yeah.
Please do be careful about what you post in the chat. If there's any bad language or any hostility towards our members, we have a lot of mods that will quickly ban you. Let's pump this stream, fellas, says Quota. Yeah, share out the stream. We're here for everyone, and we're going to be covering the earnings shortly. I'm going to be buying in even more. Remember, I'm doing this because I can afford to lose this money. I think this is a bit of fun. I enjoyed the GameStop movement, and I like doing it now, but please don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. If you're not doing this as part of
DDT has become a member.
They're still playing. Thank you, DDT. They're still playing background music. For those of you that are becoming members, here is the video that gives you all the access to Discord, how it works. You get your own reviews. You can ask me to do earnings for your favorite stock. I'll make videos to promote your favorite stock. You get loads of things as a member. I'm still listening to the audio. Carry on, Sensei.
Yeah, I'm just to see if this Robinhood is open. Martyn, is it why is FFIE open right now on Robinhood?
It does seem to be different tonight, I have to be honest, because it normally is. I don't know if it's something that's changed today. It's been taken away. If we look at VU, you can see VU is now in the overnight hours. Can you see it? Overnight. And I'm still listening in. That's why that music keeps coming on. In case you're wondering why that music keeps coming on. It looks like FFIE no longer has overnight hours. It has had, because I've been watching it. But now it doesn't. You can see it's come to the end of the day. So they're not allowing you to get out of the stock. So here we go.
Welcome to Faraday Future Intelligent Electric, Inc. Fourth quarter and full year 2023 earnings conference call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. Turn the conference over to Jonathan Maroko, CFO. Thank you. You may begin.
Welcome, everyone, to Faraday Future's fourth quarter and full year 2023 earnings call. My name is Jonathan Maroko, and I serve as Faraday Future's interim CFO. Joining me on the call today is our Global Chief Executive Officer, Matthias Aydt. We'll be sharing details from today's press release reporting our fourth quarter and full year 2023 results. That press release can be found in the Investor Relations section of our website at investors.ffi.com. Statements based on current expectations and assumptions, which are subject to risks and uncertainties. These statements reflect our views only as of today, should not be relied upon as representative of views as of any subsequent date, and we undertake no obligation to revise or publicly release the results of any revision to these forward-looking statements in light of new information or future events. These statements are subject to a variety of risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from expectations. For further discussion of the material risks and other important factors that could affect our financial results, please refer to our filings with the SEC. With that, I'll turn the call over to Faraday Future's Global CEO, Matthias Aydt.
Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you everyone for joining our earnings call. I'm excited to share with you an update on our progress in Faraday Future, highlighting key milestones we achieved in 2023 and our strategic initiatives to continue moving forward. 2023 was a milestone year for Faraday Future. We transformed from the development phase to the production and revenue generating phase, establishing FF as a participant in the ultra-luxury and high-performance electric vehicle market. Production milestones were significant this year. On March 29, we commenced production of our flagship FF91 2.0, and by April 14, the first production vehicle rolled off the line at our FFIE factory, California. The FF91 2.0 passed US Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards crash tests requirements on May 25, with the first phase of delivery beginning shortly thereafter. In our pursuit of innovation, we launched the ultimate AI tech luxury FF91 2.0 Futurist Alliance and the AI Hypercar Plus on May 31st, open for reservations in both the United States and China. To date, we have delivered 11 vehicles to our valuable users. As we move through the balance of the last year, we established a closed-loop operation from user acquisition and delivery to user operations and began engaging industry leaders as FF91 owners and co-creation officers to help continuously improve the user experience. The feedback from these users has been invaluable in helping to refine our products and services and demonstrate our commitment to our user-focused approach. To complement our brand-building efforts, we've also focused on enhancing our sales and service capabilities. We launched a leasing program with luxury lease partners, obtained a Bureau of Automotive Repair license, activated a home charging installation program, and rolled out a public charging program. These initiatives are designed to provide a seamless and luxurious experience for our customers. Late in the year, we announced our potential entry into the Middle East market, a significant step in our expansion strategy. This included strategic cooperation agreements with Master Investment Group and Siraj Holding LLC. The response has been phenomenal. With the potential entry into the Middle East, FF would add a third leg to our geographic strategy that also includes the US and China, all markets known for their strong appetite for cutting-edge, high-end products. Shortly after announcing our Middle East entry, we announced a collaboration with the Abu Dhabi Investment Office to bring our generative AI and advanced intelligence electric vehicle capabilities to the UAE's smart and autonomous vehicles industry cluster. In April of this year, we further solidified our commitment to the Middle East by establishing a sales entity in Dubai. More recently, we announced the addition of Werner Wilhelm as our Executive Launch Director. Werner brings significant experience and success in vehicle launches and executive management with multiple OEMs and will lead the FF team as we look to ramp up FF91 production this year. The challenge of funding to support our supply chain resulted in production volumes lower than anticipated. We are now working to shore up that supply chain to support production. Let me talk about co-creation. Instead of the traditional one-way sales and marketing approach from manufacturer to dealer to consumer, which is common in the automotive space and complicates the direct relationship, FF is focused on building a direct and reciprocal relationship with our users. On August 12, 2023, FF celebrated the delivery of the first FF91 2.0 Futurist Alliance. The company has teamed up with notable personalities like Jason Oppenheim, Chris Brown, Sean Lee, and Justin Bell to gain their feedback and input regarding FF91. The insights from our co-creation officers have provided valuable learning ranging from technical suggestions to brand strategy and user outreach. We started a quality campaign accompanying our ramp-up. In addition to our branding goals, FF's operational initiatives also continue to progress. The primary focus in 2024 is the ramping up of production. 2023's factory successes included commissioning our robotic body shop and paint shop equipment and streamlining our vehicle assembly process to increase throughput capability. To strengthen the voice of quality, we combine supplier quality, manufacturing quality, and after-sales quality organizations to improve communication and to shorten the response loop. Quality assurance has been enhanced in every phase of the company to help embed a culture of continuous improvement. We are building a stronger quality culture focused on providing our users with improved satisfaction. This meticulous attention to detail is carried over to the final quality checks as each vehicle undergoes comprehensive static, dynamic, and functional inspections to guarantee that we fulfill our quality promise to our users. As such, our final quality customer craftsmanship audit, referred to as CCA, improved by 50% compared to our first CCA scores. Significant improvements continue to be made in vehicle build quality in terms of fit, finish, and vehicle functionality under the discerning eye of automotive manufacturing veteran Xiaoyang Ning, who continues to make incremental improvements in our manufacturing facility. I am profoundly proud of the outstanding dedication demonstrated by our FF team. Their relentless commitment and resilience have been pivotal in advancing our strategic goals amidst formidable challenges. Jonathan will now provide us with an overview of our financials. He will also cover our fundraising efforts and detail the measures we have implemented to reduce costs and strengthen Faraday Future's financial position. Now, without further ado, I would like to turn the call over to Jonathan.
Thank you, Matthias. I'll first summarize our financial results for fiscal year 2023, then discuss our financing activities over this period, and close with an overview as to where the company is today financially. Faraday Future reported revenue of $0.8 million for fiscal year 2023 and cost of goods sold of $43 million, compared with zero revenue and zero cost of goods sold in fiscal year 2022. This reflects the fact that the company began delivering vehicles in 3Q23. Loss from operations came in at $286 million for fiscal year 2023, as compared to a loss from operations of $437 million for fiscal year 2022, and was primarily driven by the significant reduction in operating expenses, which registered at $244 million in fiscal year 2023 compared to $437 million in fiscal year 2022. The overall decrease in operating expenses for the year was primarily due to lower research and development expenses as the company completed product development and moved to focus on manufacturing, production, and sales. As a result, net loss decreased to $432 million for fiscal year 2023 as compared to $602 million for fiscal year 2022. Turning to our balance sheet, total assets on December 31st, 2023 were $531 million compared to $529 million as of December 31st, 2022. Total liabilities were $302 million versus $328 million on December 31st, 2022. Since inception, the company has incurred cumulative losses from operations and negative cash flows from operating activities, and the company's accumulated deficit was approximately $4.0 billion as of December 31st, 2023. Net cash used in operating activities for 2023 was $278 million compared to $383 million in 2022. Capital expenditures were $31 million for fiscal year 2023 compared to $123 million for fiscal year 2022. Net cash provided by financing activities for fiscal year 2023 was $291 million compared to net cash used in financing activities of $7 million for the full year in 2022. Cash balance at December 31st, 2023 was $4 million, including restricted cash of $2 million. This compares with a cash balance of $17 million at December 31st, 2022. As of May 23rd, 2024, our cash position was approximately $5 million, which includes restricted cash of $2 million. In summary, fiscal year 2023, in addition to being our first year of revenue, saw a reduced operating loss, a reduction in cash used in operating activities, and an increase in assets and decrease in liabilities as compared with fiscal year 2022. These results paint a picture of major cost reductions and cost discipline, which have continued into fiscal year 2024. The next step is to increase our production and deliveries while continuing to have a very disciplined mindset regarding all expenditures. To recap on the financing activities for 2023, we successfully raised approximately $300 million of gross financing through a combination of convertible notes, equity lines of credit, and at-the-market financings. In addition to equity and equity-linked capital, we successfully tapped into asset-based financing through the exercise of an option that resulted in the sale and leaseback of our Hanford, California facility, unlocking up to $12 million of non-dilutive capital. We did not sell any physical assets in this transaction, as we were already leasing the facility and simply changed landlords. Operations at the factory were unaffected. Beyond 2023, we brought in additional capital through convertible notes and other unsecured debt financing. We are currently exploring other debt and equity financing opportunities and other non-dilutive financing options. Throughout our challenging cash flow period, the company has demonstrated the capacity to cut costs and manage cash flow as additional investors are attracted. Cost reductions implemented across the board have been painful but necessary. We have right-sized our operational footprint and workforce based on the current operational requirements and funding situation. Now, let me give you a financial overview of Faraday Future in recent months. Since our last earnings call in November 2023, the company has been very focused on reducing costs and becoming as lean and efficient as possible. It has been an incredible challenge, both for us and for our shareholders. We thank our shareholders, both new and old, for their unwavering support. We continue to insource work wherever reasonable and possible and have resourced suppliers to help lower our cost structure. We are working to build a great business. Payment challenges with our landlords are being addressed as we continue to right-size personnel and facilities. We believe the company is in a more stable position today than it was in the prior few months. and we've done all of this without accessing the ATM at all in 2024. One thing I would like to add in terms of shares outstanding and authorized shares, effectively all of the shares authorized at our last shareholders meeting have already been issued, and there will be no meaningful further issuance of shares unless we receive shareholder approval to increase our total authorized share count. Recently, we've seen a dramatic revaluation of our stock by the market. In our view, we believe the stock was previously undervalued, and we welcome this adjustment. The revaluation has drawn the attention of many investors as we continue to pursue additional significant strategic investors in the Middle East and throughout the world. Equipment and IP-backed financing are also being investigated, and we look forward to potentially reducing our reliance on dilutive funding. We continue to believe our biggest barrier to vehicle sales and profitability is the capital required to produce vehicles at scale. If our funding picture improves, we believe our production, delivery, and revenue picture can all follow and be updated to reflect that positive movement. Given our lean cost structure, each new dollar invested in Faraday Future will be targeted toward maximum efficiency and used more productively than ever before. Now, it's just a matter of raising additional capital and executing. With that, I will hand it back to Matthias.
Thank you, Jonathan. Let me give you a look ahead. Our main focus remains on stabilizing and strengthening our operation. Key is achieving profitability and independence in the shortest possible time. To be able to achieve a higher market penetration in future, we are exploring multiple avenues and scenarios. We are considering adjusting the company's strategy by going back to the earlier two-brand setup to distinguish market segments. This will enable the integration of our high-value ultimate AI tech luxury solutions and features of our IAI technology into vehicles in a more affordable mass-market product segment. As part of FF's dual home market strategy, we will leverage FF's unique bridge value to integrate the strength of the US automotive industry with those of Chinese car companies and supply chains. We plan to share the details of the US-China automotive industry bridge strategy, the phase 1 strategy of the FF automotive industry bridge strategy, in about a month or so. This synergy aims to create original incremental value for the US and Chinese automotive industries, FF strategic partners, OEMs, supply chains, and FF itself. The company has had preliminary discussions with several global OEMs and suppliers about how FF can help build a bridge between US and Chinese automotive industry through industrial coordination and collaboration. For FF, the US-China automotive industry bridge is envisioned to be a light asset, fast-paced, high-value model. FF could provide 4 major technology systems from the FFAI Hyper 6x4 Architecture 2.0 and 5 of the 6 major technology platforms. These AI technology platforms and complete vehicle software systems, which serve as the intelligence, soul, and neural network of the car. Besides expertise and capabilities in product and technology, others in such as regulation processes, a full state-of-the-art manufacturing plant, the FFIE factory in Hanford, and user ecosystem establishment could be all possible contribution to the strategy. Looking forward, I'm filled with excitement for the path that lies ahead. We remain steadfast in our pursuit of growth through efficiency and are dedicated to elevating stockholder value. The journey ahead promises significant opportunities, and with our talented team at the helm, I'm confident in our ability to achieve and exceed our objectives. We continue to believe the FF91 is unlike anything on the road today. We look forward to the potential for ramping up production in 2024 to help the rest of the world come to the same realization. We will inform on a regular basis the development and progress of the topics shared. FF appreciates the trust shown by investors and would like to thank them for their loyal and ongoing support. Thank you for your time and interest in Faraday Future, and I look forward to providing you with further updates as significant events unfold. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. This will conclude today's conference. You may disconnect your lines at this time, and thank you for your participation.
Okay. No questions. Okay, so we're going to talk about that now. That's the first earnings call ever with no questions from the investors, institutions, or anything. That was all smoke and mirrors as far as I'm concerned. I paid a lot of attention. I've covered a lot of these earnings. And Sensei, what's your thoughts on that? We've covered a lot of these earnings. When have you ever heard an earnings where there's no questions from investors? You can't call in and ask any questions. None. Zero. And then they had the gall to say that thanks to our investors standing by us, the stock was at 4 cents before a meme craze. I don't know what planet they're on. The numbers they were quoting, I know to some people, well, that sounds good. That sounds good. That was a performance. And I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. I'll be interested to see what happens tomorrow. Sensei, from your point of view, what do you think of that?
Yeah, it was an interesting one at the end, just going bye-bye and not allowing any questions. They've obviously got severe problems. They didn't file their. We didn't hear about their numbers of this quarter. They didn't have them, and they've pretended everything was, as you said, was amazing.
Yeah.
As a company, it's not good. But as a short squeeze potential, they said all the right things, right? If you're trying to promote your stock and you're trying to get, they would love a short squeeze. That would mean that they can all sell out, they can dilute, and they can raise some capital that way. So in that sense, they said the right things. Whether or not the investors will see through that and not like it, whether or not the short sellers, the shorters, the ones that are got 85% of the float shorted, are going to double down on their position because they're the true sort of market knowers, the true investors, and the ones trying to make the money and have a lot of influence. They might double down on their short positions because that wasn't a great performance. They didn't even release their numbers for this quarter, which
Sensei,
is what it's all about.
I don't want to interrupt, but I want people to do things while you're talking. I want to open it up tonight. If you'd like to call in to the show and have your say, this is your opportunity to speak to the world. We go out into 61 countries in 14 languages. So we rank number 1 in the world for FFIE stock. So if you are trying to pump the stock or you're shorting the stock, whatever your opinion is, you can call in and speak to the world. There is only one condition. You have to be a member. You have to be on camera. It's only $2. And the reason why I say be a member, not because I want your $2. So we verify before you come online. You're not a bot. You're not a troll. You're not somebody going to come on naked and do some weird stuff. You have to be on camera. You have to be a member. And I will give everybody the link right now. So Sensei, if you carry on, I'm going to give everybody the link. This is the link to be a member. It's martynlucas.com is the website. You don't need any software, any technology whatsoever. There is your opportunity to tell the world that this is the greatest stock in the world or the worst stock in the world. martynlucas.com/live. It's going by in the chat very quickly. There it is. The passcode to phone in is LucasAids100 with a capital L and a capital A. LucasAids. All right, here it comes in the chat. I'll post it a couple more times. There you go. Anyone can call in. You have to be a member. There is the link to become a member. But then you are verified, you can call in, you can be on the show and all the rest of it. Sensei, back to you.
Yeah, so they put on a good performance, and I guess that's good for the potential short squeeze. I have asked the AI model I use to give me an analysis
Oh, you
of.
did this the other day, didn't you? This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, so we can have a quick look at and see what it took away from it. The PowerPoint and some of the earnings call, and what it's said is this bullish. And what it's come back and said is the production and revenue generation. Faraday Future began production of its flagship FF91 futuristic alliance vehicle in March of 2023, with the first vehicle coming off the production line in April of 2023. So you can see that this is all past information that they're bringing out to promote the stock, which I guess is what they should be doing. They should be promoting the stock, but at the end of the day, there's not too much new that came from this earnings call. It said that the company launched its FF91 2.0 futuristic alliance, priced at $309,000. So
Who's going to buy that? Who's going to buy that?
Yeah, it is expensive. And it's not going to save their company. And it started talking about reservations in both the United States and China mid 2023. The positive thing I took away was this point here: the entry into the Middle East market with strategic cooperation agreements is also a positive step, potentially opening up new revenue streams. I guess that's positive. It shows the company is still alive. It might be hanging on by a thread, but I don't see them opening up new markets just to go bankrupt tomorrow. It might be in a few months.
Sorry, Sensei. I just had, I think it was Lisa or Laya phone in. I answered the call, but you have to be a member and you have to be on camera. Okay. So if you are phoning in, go in the chat. I need to see your badge, and your name has to be the same person. We can't have people just phoning in. We've had people try to do all kinds of silly stuff. We're not interested in that. We're interested in investors calling in. So you have to be a member, put your name in the chat and say, I'm calling in, and be on camera. Sensei?
Yeah, so again, the AI is not giving me much because the earnings report didn't give us much. It then goes on to say the company's focus on AI, on autonomous driving technologies, including a suite of features like forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control. So that's all typical things. Going on to the financials, while Faraday Future reported a net loss of $431 million in 2023, this was an improvement from the $602 million loss. So very big losses, but it it is a significant decrease in the loss for 2023. Again, we don't have the new numbers from Q1. The reduction in losses is partially due to decreased operating expenses and increased operational efficiencies. The company's total assets slightly increased to 530 million from 529 million. So that's absolutely nothing. Which is not brilliant. Strategic partnerships. The company dual home strategy in both US and China provides a competitive advantage in the two of the largest EV markets globally. So they have entered China. Strategic partnerships like the one in Abu Dhabi Investment Office and other Middle Eastern entities are set to bolster its market presence and technological development, and user-centric initiatives. Faraday Future co-creation model aims to engage users early in product lifecycle. It says, however, it is important to note that there's ongoing risks and uncertainties, such as need for additional funding, potential liquidity issues, and market acceptance of their vehicles. So again, that's the breakdown essentially of what they were talking about in that earnings call. The good thing they said was they're not considering dilution, but are they going to stick around long enough to even consider that? They might be going bankrupt next month. So it sounds good on the surface. The retail investors might take that as another reason to come back and buy some more, and potentially those 85% of the float that's being shorted can come to a squeeze if there's enough retail investors or investors in general trying to push the price up. But there needs to be a significant amount, and I wouldn't be betting on it. I wouldn't be putting in more than I can afford to lose. I have been buying some shares, as you saw live. Like, again, my $100, $200, $500, $1,000 is not going to do much, and I don't care if I lose it. And everyone needs to be in the same mindset that they only putting in what they can afford to lose, and it's a very unlikely that this stock, this company, is going to be around for years to come.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Sensei. We've got such a big audience tonight. I want to give back a little bit and have some fun. All right. So what we're going to do, Sensei, if you can take note, right, write this down in a second somewhere. And it must be, we've got how many people in the chat right now? We've got just under 1,000 people watching right now, 918. We must have 4 people in the chat who have a birthday today. So what we're going to do is, if it's your birthday, copy and paste. We'd like to spam the channel, have some fun. If it's your birthday in the chat and you want a special birthday surprise right now, okay, put your name in the chat. You can copy and paste so we can try and see it stand out. Sensei is going to write down the 4 names that pop out. And then we'll have a very, very quick poll and we'll see which one wins. And that person is going to get a birthday treat. All right, a birthday surprise. So Sensei, start to write down. So there's Asher, right? There's Asher. Asher is in there. It's my birthday now. If it's your birthday, please don't do it if it's not your birthday. Don't ruin it for somebody whose real birthday. Mike Rogers. There's one, Sensei. Mike Rogers. Asher is Ashley, by the way. Is that Ashley, I think it is. Keep doing it so we can see which names pop up the most. We've got 2. I'm guessing we've probably got more than 2 people out of 1,000 people. I'm guessing. No way, I'm turning 20 tomorrow. Okay, that'll do. Nahorn. You can write, that's the 3rd one, Sensei. So we've Ashley. Yeah, there's another one. And is that Nikki? Nikki C. It's my birthday. You got it?
Yeah. Andrew Reef. It's his 40th.
It's his 40th. Okay. Well, we can only pick the 4. So we did the 4 first one, right? The 4 that we saw first of all. So tell you what we're going to do then, Sensei. What we're going to do is a special prize now for one person. Shall we do it for all 4? Sensei, shall we do it for all 4?
Megan has become a member.
That's up to you, Martyn.
Yeah, let's do it for all 4. Let's do it. So Sensei, can you text me on my phone, right? The 4 names. I've got my phone right here. Text me the 4 names. What we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of fun now, right? We're going to do a little treat for the 4 of you that it's the birthday. And wasn't there someone who said it's their 40th? That's 5. Do you remember his name?
40th was Andrew Reef. That was the 4th one I wrote down.
Oh, is it? So we've got all 4. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. Right. Okay, brilliant. Megan, oh my God, my name in a British voice. Hello, Megan. How are you? So
Hello,
anyway,
Megan.
we've got 4 birthdays, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a bit of fun, okay? Just Sensei is going to text me. Oh, I've got it already. That was quick. Bloody hell, Sensei. What was that? Is that Shiley? Shelley? Shley.
Oh God, did I write that wrong?
Yeah, you wrote it wrong. Can you do it right? This is with professionals.
Their name was Asher D 2001, but then they said their name was Ashley. Sorry, Ashley.
All right. Can you just text me Ashley? Because I'll forget when I do it. All right. So Ashley, Mike, Nikki, and Andrew. All right. Fantastic. All right. Now what we're going to do. We're going to have a little treat now. So this is what we're going to do. Tomorrow morning, what we're going to do now is you might have a view and an opinion about FFIE. You might think tomorrow it's going to 0. You might think it's going to squeeze. Yeah, I don't know what you think, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to finish the show with this little treat, all right? But straight after this, we're going to send you all to the extra channel where you can continue the conversation if you like. This is the extra channel. This is where we are live 12 hours a day. It's open to everybody. You can, do what you like and all the rest of it. You can join in, have a conversation. If you want to be able to comment, so we keep bots and scammers out, because we only want real information. We don't want false information. We're here to make money, right? We're here to always beat. I beat the market 85% of the time. I'm making money. I want to hear from great people with great ideas. So this is the extra channel. It's free to listen in behind the scenes. It's free to watch. But if you want to talk in the chat, it is members only. It's 99 cents to be a member. All right. But then you get 24 hours. Sorry, you get 12 hours a day to talk to people and so on and so forth. All right. Anyway, there is the extra channel in the show. You can call in. You can be part of that. All right. So we're going to send you all there right after this. But now I'm going to pump the smoke, because we're going to make 4 people now feel amazing. Okay, I want everyone to join in now, all right? Because we're a global community. We go to 62 countries and 14 languages, and we want to make those 4 people feel really special, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to change this screen here, all right, over to this screen here, and now all the comments are coming up. Chat filter, all messages. I'm going to get rid of the poll. You said it would short squeeze. Well, it didn't. 53%. We'll end the poll. We'll get rid of the message at the top. We'll unpin that. That'll disappear. There you go. Now, what you can see now is all the comments scrolling down the screen. Okay. What I want is I want you to copy and paste, right? Happy birthday to Ashley, Mike. Is that Nikki, and Andrew? All right. Copy and paste. Right. Ashley, Mike, Nikki, Andrew. All those people, because what they're going to get now is their very own happy birthday video they can keep forever. All right. You can keep forever. So what we're going to do is this. Years ago, I was voted as the world piano man by Sir Elton John. This is my TV studio behind me. I'm going to go to the piano right now and sing happy birthday to our special guests. And if you go under the video, if you refresh the video, you will see there's a little clip button there. Can you see it? There's a little pair of scissors, a clip button. And you can clip the video and you can keep it. You can own the video. I'll give you copyright for it. You can share it. You will have your very own video of your birthday. And we're going to do a birthday for Ashley, Mike, Nikki, and Andrew. All right now. Okay. So everybody copy and paste in the chat everyone's names. Make everyone feel special so they have their very own video to keep forever. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is bring up the happy birthday. There it is. Okay, everybody. So here we go. Let's go and do this. And if it's your birthday tomorrow and you were in the live show and you're a member, you can have this as well. We do it for weddings, anniversaries, and all the rest of it. Megan wants to call in. Megan, you have to be a member of the channel to call in, and you have to be on camera as well. So Megan, you're not a member of the channel, so I can't let you in because, you know, we don't have anybody doing the wrong thing. All right. So here we go.
She became a member.
Is she a member?
I think she did. I think she is. Yes.
Is she? All right then. I'll take your word for it, Sensei. She's not on. Oh, she's not on camera at the moment. So I'll come back to Megan. Oh, yes, she is. There she is. Megan is on camera. I can see her. And Megan will come back to you in a minute. Megan is in the chat, ready to come on. Right, here we go. Megan, I'll be back to you right after this. It's birthday time. Here we go. Now let me change this. Here we go. Okay.
John Fincher donated 99 cents a super chat on Extra.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we're in the house. Okay, here we go. All right. So, you ready? Okay, we're in the house now. So let me get Sensei's little notes up here. Okay. So here we go. And we're going to do, I want to see, copy and paste now. Ashley, Mike, Nikki, and Andrew. And I'm going to make each one of you your very own video, okay? And then we're going to go and we got Megan phoning in. Okay? So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, na 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 to you. Happy birthday, Ashley. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, na 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 to you. Happy birthday, Ashley. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday to Mike. Happy birthday, na 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 to Mike. Happy birthday, Mr. Mike. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. Happy birthday, Nikki. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nikki. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. All right, now, we have a special one now. Andrew is 40 today. 40 years today. Boom. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Andrew is 40 today. Happy birthday to you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday to Ashley. Happy birthday to Mike. Happy birthday to Nikki and Andrew, yeah. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you. Yeah, yeah. No. All right, there you go. Happy birthday to all of you. Let's go back now. We've got a phone in. We've got Megan calling in. We've got to wrap up the show. If you enjoyed that, if you look on the homepage of the channel, on the homepage, there is my music channel. And every Friday night we do live concerts. I do 14 voices in 7 different languages, and I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man. So if you want to join me, I can sing as Andre Bocelli, Frank Sinatra, Paul McCartney, whoever you like, every Friday night live for you. And if you join me, you can have a special song or a wedding song or a favorite request. Just join me. I do a free concert every Friday night. So if you want that, come and join me. Right, let's go back now and let's go and allow our caller in, Megan, before we wrap up tonight's show. All right. And that's how we do that. Okay. Come back over here. Okay, I think I'm back in the house now. We put the right lights on, press the right button. Let's get rid of the birthdays. And you can keep those videos, guys, now if you want to. You have those to keep. And let's come back here to the main show. Right, there we go. So now we've got Megan in the chat. So we're going to bring Megan in. So this will be good. Sensei, we've got a special guest who would like to be on the show. So I'm going to go over to my phone in screen and we're going to bring Megan into the show. So I'm going to put, let me see, I'll put sign you into guest 2. And I'll add you to the left. There is Megan live on the show. Good evening. How are you, Megan? You're live to the world.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am very well indeed. Are you, Megan, British accent? Where are you from?
The United States.
The United States. What part of America are you from? Sorry?
Not a good part.
Not a good part. Which state are you from?
Indiana.
Where?
Indiana. There's just
Indiana. Indiana. Very nice indeed. Lovely to have you here. You don't like it? You don't like it there?
No,
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear.
There's nothing to do here.
Oh,
so do you think that them not having any questions at the end of the stock call helped them or hurt them?
I think it's very strange, very odd. I don't think it's, I don't know about the short position and the gambling side of things because I'm not a gambler, I'm an investor. So I don't know how it's going to play out tomorrow, to be honest with you. That's not my style of investing, period. But not addressing questions from the investors like the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, they normally call in to all these events. They have done it before. Is very strange, very odd. And I don't think it's good for investors. Real investors, institutions have all walking away. It's not the way to conduct a publicly traded company. How do you feel about it?
I don't know if I would have ever realized that or noticed it if I hadn't been listening to you. So I don't know how much of an impact that it actually makes.
Well, it's an important part because the people that ask the questions at the end are the institutions, are the investors. And they didn't ask a question whether they wanted to or they're not in the stock or didn't care. I don't know. But I've covered probably 200 earnings live. And I've never had an earnings yet where there's no questions from anybody. That's very, very peculiar indeed. So, yeah, I've never seen that. Sensei, you're on camera as well. Megan, can you just slide to the right, Sensei? Sensei, you're just out of camera shot. There you go. So what do you think about it? I mean, Megan's like, she's asking me. I think it's unbelievable, but not surprised. Sensei? Oh, your camera's something's gone wrong there.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm so blurry. And,
yeah, your resolution has dropped. Your internet has slowed a little bit, but
yeah. In regards to the question, it is strange. It probably shows that they have no confidence in what they said because they didn't want to respond to any questions. But in regards to is it the right or wrong thing to do for this whole short squeeze movement, it might be the right thing to do because they would have crumbled under the questions that these analysts normally ask. They ask some hard questions. So if those questions were put towards them, they'll probably be scrambling for answers and it would come across a bit bad for the company. So again, it's a double-edged sword. What's worse, not answering or answering and making it seem like the company is not performing well, and so I don't know what's the better of two evils.
Megan, why did you buy? Are you in this stock?
Yeah, I'm in the stock.
Why did you buy it?
I actually only bought it because I saw the percentage go up so much on my Robinhood, and I was like, oh, I'll buy in, and I bought in at like 40 cents. And I sold it pretty quickly on, and then I just continued to follow it. And then I saw everyone was posting about it. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Okay, so when you bought it, did you know anything about the business? Did you look at the financials? No, it's just going up. So it sounded good to you because it was going up.
Pretty much.
Okay, how many? What other stocks do you own?
Not a lot. My fiance has a lot of stocks himself. I mean, if I had more money, I'd have more stocks, but you see.
But yeah, I mean, but bearing in mind though, you can if you make money, you can reinvest it and whatever and build from this position. But it's probably not the best thing to buy a stock that's going up. I try to, whenever I buy the S&P, I buy all my investments when they go down. People often say buy the dip, but very, very few people actually do, because they go, oh, the stock's going down, then they get afraid. But if you've done your research and you know the business you're buying, the company you're buying, you're excited when it goes on sale, just like you would be whatever your favorite pair of jeans would be, or favorite shoes or whatever. If they're now on half price, you're going to buy them, right? Because they've suddenly, your favorite shoes that you love are now half price. You're going to buy them. So for me, I spend my time finding a great business, or an ETF, a collection of businesses in my case. And when it goes down, I like to buy. I never buy anything when it goes up. I'm always waiting for the dips and macro conditions, like a war breaking out or whatever, like we had a few weeks ago with Syria, Iran attacking Israel. That sent the markets down. The companies were still making profits and selling things. They were still good, but it presented an opportunity for me to buy. So I don't buy when things go up. It's probably not the best thing to do. But have you exited now and made a profit?
Yes, I have. I did buy back into it, but the thing is, so I usually will only buy it whenever it goes down, but I'm just weird since I don't have as much money. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll just look at different stocks. So like Disney, for instance, I bought in like 5 years ago. And I bought in like $1. And I was like, I bet you if I had a lot more money right now, over time, this is going to go up. And I almost doubled, just in those couple of years, just from that one stock. So, if it's just $1, $5, $10, $20, $50 on a stock, even if I don't know a lot about it, sometimes I'm like, well, let's just see where it goes. And especially whenever it's so cheap at 40 cents, I mean, and it's already gone up 1,000%, in 1 week, it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but 40 cents doesn't mean it's cheap. It doesn't mean it's cheap. Imagine let's say if we take Google, a great business, makes profit, it's a great business, right? It makes a lot of money. If there was only one stock, one share of that entire company, it would be the total market cap of that company, of what that, let's say it's $1 trillion for one share, right? But if they release and make a gazillion shares, they're going to be 10 cents a share. I'm just, making up a number, but you get the idea, right? It's a smaller piece of the pie. Makes sense, right? So when a stock is 40 cents or 5 cents, or when FFIE was 4 cents, people go, that's cheap. It wasn't really cheap. It was actually expensive for what the company actually produced. It only went up because people bought it because of the meme that was created by Roaring Kitty. All it was a craze, a frenzy. But you don't care. Why would you care? If it makes you money, whatever. But I understand your sentiment and how you can buy a stock and it can make you money. But what is it you do? How do you earn your money? Because you earn money to invest, right? So what do you do?
I own a small business, so.
You own your own business? Oh, fantastic. Yes. What is it you do?
I own a cleaning company and I have about 10 workers, and then my fiance owns a tree business, so he has.
Congratulations.
Well. Yep. Thank you. So he just has obviously a little bit more money than me. His jobs pay a little bit higher than cleaning the house.
Hey, but, that's a great business. No, that's a great business. You own a business that cleans houses. Brilliant. One of the most profitable business you can be in. So I'm presuming you're quite you're a lot younger than me. I'm 55. So I imagine you're a lot younger than me, I would imagine. So, if you are in, of a certain age, a younger age, anything under 40 really is young compared to me. Your business, if you only bought something like the S&P or something like that, something really solid, by the time you were 60, retirement age, with your own business, and you invested everything you earned rather than spending and then invest the rest, you invested and spent what was left. so that way round, you'd end up being a millionaire by the time you were 65, 70 without any worries.
So I feel like, if I want to play around with penny stocks, that's fine, because my fiance already has like 300,000 in his Fidelity stocks and stuff.
Wow,
So,
look at you.
So it's like, that's why I'm like, you know what?
Sod it.
I don't have access to his bank account or his Fidelity. Well, I mean, I do, but I just, I'd never touch it.
It's a good job, because you might put it all on FFIE.
No, that's funny. I told him about GameStop whenever it was going on, and he put $80,000 in.
Wow.
At 40, I think it was like $40 a share. And I told him, I said, I saw it go down and down, and I'm like, you need to stop. The hype is going down. Please sell it. But anytime I say something to him, it's like, I'm going to do the complete opposite.
Okay.
And he doesn't listen to me. So he's lost a lot of money now. He's still in it. So that's fun. But
20 years, $80,000 in the S&P, you'd be a millionaire. Guaranteed.
I mean, I have other stocks, like I was doing, like I did, like Microsoft, Google, that kind of stuff. But whenever it's like, well, you're going to deposit $20 or something, might as well. Just see where it goes. If all else fails, sell it tomorrow. Who cares? It's like.
You obviously have a gambling streak. You don't mind taking a bit of risk, having a bit of fun. See, I don't look at money like that. Every penny of mine has to make money. Money isn't something I use to spend. Money is a tool to make more money. That's what for me money is. If I concentrate on making money, I don't worry about money. I don't need money because it takes care of itself. I couldn't do that. I'm afraid I would feel sick if I lost $1, and that would upset me. I'm looking to make money all the time. So what are you going to do now then?
Did you say $1?
Absolutely. Don't lose any money.
You gotta live a little bit sometimes. You have to.
Oh, I live all the time. I own my own house. I haven't got any debts. I've got no car loan. I'm making money on my portfolio. My business is growing. My YouTube channel's growing. Making money is easy. The hard part is to keep it. I absolutely love what I'm doing, but I like money to work for me. I don't like money I don't gamble my money at all. That's not a good thing for me.
I do have a scratch off addiction, but that's another.
I have a what addiction?
Nothing.
Okay, so what are you gonna? Did you say you're out of the stock now?
No, that's one of the reasons I'm calling too, because it's like, I mean, I've made a couple hundred off of it, but right now it's like I'm down again. I think right now I'm still making out with the profit, but not as much obviously as before. And it's like, what do you think the stock is going to be by the morning? Because I'm worried over here.
It could be 4 cents. It could be 4 cents. It could be $1.20. No more than that.
You don't think it'll be more than 120?
No. Why would it? What's they haven't said anything in the earnings to take it up. Unless you're hoping for a short squeeze. And what a short squeeze is, everyone's going to buy it. And then all the people that are shorting it suddenly have to buy it to cover their positions, and then it shoots up. Do you understand how a short squeeze works?
Yeah, I read about it.
Okay.
That was my question too, is so when do they have to sell back those shares? Is there like a definitive time period? Or
everyone's contract is going to be their own business, whatever. I don't know what everyone's position is. I can't possibly know. But essentially what it is you've got people buying the stock. They're bullish. They're buying it. You've got people betting against it. They're shorting the stock. And what happens is when there's some catalyst, some good news, everyone starts buying it. Or in normal situation, there would be some good news like, we've just got a new contract. We're going to sell more cars. Everything's great. In this case, it's not that. It's just whether people online can convince everybody else to buy it. So it's an all-out Russian roulette gamble. It's like putting a gun to your head and hoping there's no bullet in the barrel. It's as lucky as that. I mean, I don't think that's a good investment idea, right? But people think that's exciting, okay? I understand. It's just not for me. So essentially, if enough people start buying it, at some point, the people that have shorted the stock have to decide, do they lose their money or do they start buying in, essentially? And when you've got the bulls buying in and the bears buying in all at the same time, it's like a champagne bottle. It squirts up and shoots out the top, and it goes up hundreds of percent in minutes. That's what GameStop did. So we've learned nothing tonight from the earnings call. We don't know what the stock's going to do tomorrow because there's no fundamentals behind it. It's just who's going to win. People buying it, people shorting it. Who's going to buy more? Who's going to bet more? More people going to bet down. More people going to bet up. That's who's going to win. I don't know. I've got no idea. Quite frankly, tomorrow morning we'll find out, and I'd love you to message me and come on the show again tomorrow and tell me you made some money. But if you have got the position, have you bought it on your brokerage on Robinhood, or have you bought it on your Roth IRA?
I bought it on Robinhood.
Yeah, but on Robinhood, you have a Roth, an IRA, your brokerage account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now if you bought it on your IRA on Robinhood, you could sell it without any tax benefit, any tax expenses. But if you buy it on your main brokerage account and you sell it tomorrow, if you've only had it a short period of time, you will end of the year have to pay capital gains tax because you've made profit on money really quickly. So what often happens is people do that, then they bet again on something else. Come the end of the year, they haven't got the money to pay for their tax bill. So very often I find out that people say, I won, and then they didn't actually win because they can't pay their tax bill. My suggestion would be to you is if you do sell tomorrow and you do make some money, open an IRA on your Robinhood account, it's free, and trade in there because you trade tax free. So when you sell it, you pay no tax on it. That's the best way of doing it. So consider that. You can't do it now because you're already in, but if you ever do it again.
The best way is the fact that I own a business and I go to college for accounting and I know how to write off things. So realistically, if I were to make a lot of money.
Okay. You think you can write it off? Okay.
Well, no, because the other things that I write off would
offset. Yeah, that's true. If you've got enough tax losses throughout the year, you can offset what you've made. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's like the wash sale. As long as you don't buy back within 30 days, you can absolutely do that. So you're right there. If you've got, but I'm just trying to assume that you don't want to create losses. You just want to make profit, right? So I'm just saying it's a better idea to do it in your Roth. That way you don't pay tax on in the first place. So anyway, I wish you the very best. I wish I could give you an answer. I don't think anybody knows. I have
one more question for you.
Okay, fire away.
Because I have an opinion on it, so I want to know yours.
Okay.
What's your opinion on why Roaring Kitty was making all of those tweets and everything? Because he never really came out and said anything about it.
No, that's a good question. I don't suppose unless you're in the mind of him, you're ever going to know. All I do know is when he started his campaign, he was a very unhappy stockbroker who wanted to stuff it to Wall Street, but he was a stockbroker, so he was one of those people. He was very angry for some reason, but he wanted to use his social media. Remember, at that time, pretty much anyone could build a YouTube channel. Back in 2020 during COVID, anyone promising you're going to get rich was a golden opportunity because people were sat at home, nothing to do, stimulus checks, money to spend. Robinhood came out, and it was just asking for someone online to come on and try to create a trend. And that's what he did. And he realized that, and he manipulated the system, and he did what he did, made a lot of money. Most people lost money on GameStop because, when it went to the top, a lot of people bought at the top. Obviously, that's how it got to the top. Most people lost money. He walked away with a lot of money, got in trouble, and all sorts of issues were after that. And then for some reason, a couple of years later, he puts a post out. People remember what it means. They went crazy. It was like a call to arms, if you like, and everybody went nuts. Why he did that, I've no idea. It's not very responsible, but he didn't care the first time he did it, did he? Really? I mean, he didn't care.
So I think he did it because I think he wanted to make a point because everyone says that he influenced the price of the stock so much. I think he wanted to prove a point that if he posts about it all the time, he would know, especially without going live and stuff, that it would lose its momentum. So I feel like in a way he was doing that to say, like, you can't say that I influenced the stock price because look, I tweeted about it, every hour, every, 6 hours, 3, 4, whatever it was. And yeah, it went up a little bit, but over time it continued to go down.
Well, when he tweeted this time, you mean? I thought he just put out one post. I didn't know he was tweeting all the time.
Oh no, it was like scheduled posts every 4 hours, or it was like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or it was like 9 a.m., 11 a.m., like 1:15 p.m. It was weird. And he never came out and said a direct statement or anything. It was all just different videos and images. And it was just at first everyone's like, oh yeah, cool. And then after a while you're like, what is this guy doing?
I've no idea. I mean, I can't get inside the human mind. I've no idea why he would do what he did. I don't know why he did it in the first place. I think, honestly, it's irresponsible. He was breaking all his vows as a stockbroker. He was breaking the law. He was manipulating people's minds, the market. He was being greedy and selfish. Many people lost all their money. I mean, you may not remember, but Michael Burry, The Big Short, you've probably seen the movie, the biggest short in history. In the housing crisis, people lost their lives, lost their businesses for a handful of people to take all the money. I find it quite distasteful, and it's not right. It's a shame that people feel led by it. I think it's a terrible thing. I don't spend my time trying to think how I can stuff it to Wall Street. I just work hard like you are, build your business, and I don't care what Wall Street do. I've got my own life, and I think it's horrible that someone can try to influence everybody to rise up and do stuff when 99% of everybody would have lost money. And we know that because that's just how it works. And those people that lost money have no voice. They're not on YouTube. They don't have YouTube channels where they can come on and say, hey, I lost my house. They can't. No one cares. No one listens to them. But he does, and I don't think it's very nice for people to use their influence on YouTube. I think it's not very good. So why he did it again this time, I don't know. I don't find the guy very appealing. I wouldn't pay any attention to him personally, but obviously a lot of people did, and he definitely did influence this stock. There's no two ways about it. GameStop didn't pump for no reason. The meme craze didn't kick in for no reason. I mean, it was being mentioned on CNBC. I was calling up presenters who work on those shows, and they were covering it. And I was asking people, why are you covering this on CNBC? Why are you covering it? Because it sells stories. People are interested in it. And I said, well, it's ridiculous. You're promoting it. So I came on and decided to say what I said. I think this is all nonsense and the stock's going down. And ever since I spoke about GameStop, it's been coming down. Ever since I talked about FFIE, it's been coming down. Not because of me. I don't think I have power to move the stock at all. Maybe one day, but that's not why I'm here anyway. But I just think it's wrong. I don't like it. How do you feel? Did you make money from GameStop?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I had it for a day or so.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I told my fiance to sell it way, way long ago. But
yeah. Okay. Well, we've run out of time. I'm hours over time tonight. I've got to go. Thank you for calling in. I wish you luck. I wish I had the answer to that second question. I just don't know. Don't think anybody really does. I just think it's a person playing silly buggers with people's lives and thinking it's all a bit of a joke. I don't think it's a joke at all. Look what's happened. It's sent everybody berserk. I think everybody would be much better off buying a real business, or most importantly, investing in themselves like you do. Sounds like you've got a good business. Your fiance's got a business, and just do that, and you'll be all right. You'll do well. So good luck for tomorrow. I hope you get out and make a profit. And if you do get a profit, would you jump back in again, or will you be done?
Oh no, I'm done. I'm not.
I'd be done. Yeah, I'd be done as well.
So I meant to sell it beforehand, but then Robinhood said I was going to be a day trader, so I couldn't. But have a good night.
That doesn't matter. Don't worry about that pattern day trading. It's not important at all. It's there to protect you. It's there to protect you from gambling. It's not there to punish you in any way. It's just there to protect you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
You're very welcome. Sensei, what do you make of that? Let me just clear the screen a minute. I'll come back over to here. What do you think of that? Interesting conversation.
It was great to get a caller in. It seemed like she knew the risks that she was taking on, and a new member to the channel. So hopefully we'll hear from her again soon in the chat. She'll probably join us for some live streams, I hope, and give us updates on her position. But as long as you know the risks and that the money you're putting in you can afford to lose, then it's fine. But I agree with you. That money is probably much better spent either reinvesting into your business, or you start putting money aside weekly to invest into some bigger companies. And if you're younger and you don't want to start investing in bigger companies like Apple, Microsoft, or the S&P 500, you want to take on a bit more risk to get a bit more growth. You start looking at smaller market cap companies that are running good businesses. There's plenty of examples out there, but you would want to be putting it into things that can grow and a diverse portfolio where most of it's in that S&P or most of it's in Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and then you start going down the ladder and you start investing that way is definitely a better way of doing it. Again, we don't give financial advice. We just give our own life experiences and what we think is best. So, I look forward to hearing from that Megan, our member again.
Yeah. Sensei, thanks for your input tonight. Thanks for answering all the questions. Thanks for all the charts. Great information. Look forward to seeing if you produce anything for us tomorrow with a chart going forward, perhaps, or whatever it might be. But we are done. I'm going to have to wrap up the show. The conversation continues. Sensei, thank you again, mate.
Yeah. Just quickly, Martyn. Everyone who's still here, there's still 200 people here, and that means you have enjoyed the whole show and you're sticking around to the end. So do take note of the channel. Do join us tomorrow. We're live. Martyn's live for every opening and closing bell on every trading day. We take your requests. We do other stocks. We cover earnings. There's all the members perks. We do reviews on stocks. There's a whole lot to this channel. So do subscribe. Do consider becoming a member and keep an eye out and join us for the live show where there's less people and we can focus on your questions. But thank you all for joining, and thank you, Martyn, for having me on.
Sensei, thank you as always. That's really nice. So during the chat tonight, we've gained, it's incredible evening, one of our best ever evenings, 386 subscribers in 24 hours. It's been one of our best ever days. Thank you so much indeed. If you have enjoyed the show, there's another couple. Look, if you have enjoyed the show, thank you very, very much indeed. For everything. You've been absolutely amazing today. Let me come back over here and just give you a couple of bits of information that might be useful to you. So let me just do that. This is my position right now. We've just turned red in the studio. We're just down a little bit at the moment. But that's absolutely fine. If we go down 5%, I'll be buying more of the S&P. I started with $5,000. I've never shorted the stock, never done options, and I'm now at 88,000. I will be at 90,000 probably this week, and I'll be at 100,000 in the next couple of months. If you want to follow our journey, we do go, like Sensei said, live 12 hours a day. We're here to help people. Here's a couple of links that you might like. There's the music channel. Join me every Friday night for a live concert. You can have a request every Friday after the closing bell. We have a party, we have a beer, we have a laugh, and we have some fun. Join us every Friday for that. If you want to become a member, there it is. If you want my X account, you want to vote on the polls, see what I'm buying before I'm buying, see what I'm trading. If you want to win our cash prizes, we've got newsletters. It's on the all links page. there. If you want to access Discord, you can, but it's members only. We can upgrade you, but you need to watch this video. I'll give it to you now, and it will tell you how to become a member, how to get upgraded, and how to get all those perks and benefits there. All right, now then, what we're going to do now, we're going to send you over to the extra channel where we are live literally 12 hours a day. We're still live there now. The members are live there now. You can talk to people, ask questions. You can be in this chat 12 hours a day, and you can say, hey, Martyn, there's just been a breaking news story on Tesla. Would you go live? And I can go live. I can make videos for you. I can do earnings for you. I can promote stocks for you. Not to pump and dump. I don't own them, but just to... just to let you know what's going on and let the world know what's going on, because most stocks we rank number 1 for on YouTube. So we love to do all of that. So there's the extra channel. So I'm going to send you there now. I will see you back in the morning for the opening bell. Let's hope the stock doesn't go down tonight. Let's hope it opens up and Megan is able to get her stocks out in the morning. But that's it from me. Join us now on the extra channel. You can share with us your scores for today. I'm not going to do day trader of the day, guys. I'm going to end because I've been going now. 14 and a half hours. 14 and a half hours I've been live in this studio with you, and my wife's been very kind today to let me have all of this time. So let me just do the stars of the show who gave us super chats, supported the live stream. So here we go.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day...
Let me just start that again. That was a bit too loud. All right, let me roll the credits. Apologise for that. Let's roll the credits. The stars of our show today. These are the people that gave me super chats, became members, subscribers, and I want to thank them all. So there's Abed, TJ, William, Jeffrey, Elias, Hatton, it's Garb, Adam676, Team, Ness, Zayon, Duck, George, L, Jim Young, Young Reloud, Elijah, Constantine, Harvey, Rob, Griever, Roosevelt, Mama, bloody hell, look at this. Omar, King, Nasir, Bashfork, Jacqueline, Harrison, Nurse, User, H&H, Elena, Lisa Morrison, YouTube, Century, PF, Louis, August, Trio, Marvelous, Alicia, Baby Blue, Neil, Andrex, James Haggard, Paul Kuhn, Jagadish, Nathaniel, Mark, Bookie, Christian, Kingfisher, Flora, Patrick, Ignacio, Joey, Jess Egg, Sean Brown, Teo, Adam, Jade, Hammond, ABS, Tampa, Mark, Joe, Liam, St. German, Omar the Badger, Prash, Stian, Can, Floor DLS 405, new subscribers today, new members, look at this, Tristan, Jim Young, Ralph, Elijah, Megan, there you go, she's a new member, you're absolutely right, DDT, and super chats from Jay Long and Hector. They are our new members today. Thank you so much indeed to all of you. But that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I am done. I am out of here. Thank you all for calling in. It was absolute pleasure. Welcome to our new members. Megan's got a brand new badge. It will eventually upgrade and give you more perks. Megan, you can now ask me to do reviews. You can ask me to do earnings. Ask me to do videos on stocks. Ask me questions. Phone in. Many, many perks and benefits you can now get as a member. But that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you all subscribe to the channel. I hope you all tap the like button. And I hope you've all visited already my music channel. I was voted by Elton John as the World Piano Man. Here is my music channel. I'm live. I've just brought out a new playlist. The Sound of Silence. Change Gonna Come. Long Tall Sally. Don't Stop Believing. American Pie. And He Ain't Heavy. He's My Brother. Brand new songs just out on my music channel. Here is my latest playlist. If I give it to you now, playlist right here. My very latest playlist, just recorded, view full playlist. I'm going to give you the link to it all now. Share, copy link. Please do me a massive favor. Keep the music live. And after the show finishes, have a little listen with my music channel. Toured all over the world as the World Piano Man. There you go. There's my music channel. I hope you like it. Whoops-a-daisy. What's going on there? I can't. What's going on? Why can't I get out of there? Let me try that again. And there we go. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. See you back in the morning. I'm going to send you now to the extra channel. That's it. Have a wonderful evening. Hopefully everybody makes lots of money in the morning. Enjoy the music tonight. Check out the playlist. And I'll see you back in the morning when we do it all over again. That's it from me. Thanks to all of you. Shay Majors, I took a pic of the chat and we'll post it on Discord for him so he can do it for you in the morning, Megan. I missed it. Thank you ever so much, Shay Majors. If I've missed a comment, I will do it. Love will win all. This was no surprise that earnings was tonight, and it's my notes over a week. Kev51. That's it. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the music, and now enjoy the chat on the extra channel. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves, your money, your crypto. Most importantly, take care of each other. Love you all. Have a wonderful evening.